Is everything we think true? We all have a constant stream of thoughts, but have we ever stopped to question if these thoughts always reflect reality? The human mind is a powerful instrument, capable of amazing things. Yet it's also susceptible to biases, assumptions, and distortions that can cloud our judgment. This raises a crucial question: how much of what we think is actually true? Our thoughts are often influenced by past experiences, cultural norms, and personal beliefs. This intricate web of influences shapes our perceptions and colors our interpretations of the world around us. While these mental shortcuts can be useful for navigating daily life, they can also lead to flawed thinking patterns and inaccurate conclusions. Take, for example, the common experience of social anxiety. Imagine walking into a room full of people you don't know. Your mind might immediately jump to thoughts like, "Everyone is staring at me," or "I'm going to make a fool of myself." By learning to identify and challenge these thoughts, we can begin to develop a more balanced and realistic perspective. Thoughts are like clouds, constantly drifting in and out of our conscious awareness. They can be fleeting and insignificant, like passing thoughts about what to have for lunch, or they can be powerful and enduring, shaping our beliefs, values, and ultimately our lives. But it's important to remember that thoughts, in themselves, are not facts. They are mental events, interpretations of our experiences filtered through the lens of our individual perceptions. Cognitive distortions, as described by Aaron Beck, are prime examples of how our thoughts can deviate from reality. One common distortion is all-or-nothing thinking, where we see things in black and white with no room for nuance or complexity. By becoming aware of these cognitive distortions, we can start to challenge and reframe our negative thought patterns. Our minds are wired to simplify information and make quick judgments. While this cognitive efficiency is essential for navigating the complexities of daily life, it can also lead to unconscious biases. Biases are mental shortcuts that allow us to process information rapidly, but they often come at the cost of accuracy and objectivity. For example, confirmation bias is the tendency to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs while dismissing evidence that contradicts them. This bias can prevent us from seeing situations clearly and making informed decisions. Another common bias is the availability heuristic, where we judge the likelihood of an event based on how easily we can recall similar instances. This can lead to skewed perceptions, as our memories are often influenced by vividness or emotional intensity rather than statistical probability. By understanding how these biases operate, we can become more mindful of their influence on our thoughts and decisions. Overcoming these biases requires conscious effort and a willingness to challenge our own assumptions. Mindfulness, a practice rooted in ancient wisdom, offers a powerful antidote to the whirlwind of our thoughts. At its core, mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings as they arise without getting swept away by them. In today's fast-paced world, our minds are constantly bombarded with stimuli, making it easy to get caught up in a never-ending cycle of thoughts. Mindfulness teaches us to step back from this mental chatter and become more aware of our internal experiences. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is that it helps us develop a different relationship with our thoughts. Through regular mindfulness practice, we can cultivate a sense of inner calm and clarity, even amidst life's inevitable challenges. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth and healthy thinking. It involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and understanding how they influence our actions and interactions. Developing self-awareness is like holding up a mirror to our minds, allowing us to see ourselves more clearly, both the positive and the negative. One of the most effective ways to cultivate self-awareness is through introspection. This involves setting aside dedicated time for quiet reflection, delving into our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Journaling can be a powerful tool for introspection, providing a safe space to explore our inner world and identify recurring patterns in our thinking. Another valuable practice is to seek feedback from trusted friends, family members, or therapists. Their insights can provide valuable perspectives and help us identify blind spots in our self-perception. The more self-aware we become, the better equipped we are to make conscious choices that align with our values and goals. We often accept our thoughts as truths without questioning their validity or exploring alternative perspectives. However, challenging our thoughts is a crucial step in breaking free from negative thinking patterns and cultivating a more positive and realistic mindset. The first step in challenging our thoughts is to become aware of them. Pay attention to the stories your mind is telling you, especially when you're feeling anxious, stressed, or down. Once you've identified a negative thought, ask yourself if there's any evidence to support it. Is it based on facts, or simply on your interpretations and assumptions? Reframing is a powerful technique used in cognitive therapy to shift negative thought patterns into more positive and constructive ones. It involves identifying and challenging negative thoughts, and then reframing them in a more realistic and helpful light. For example, imagine you're feeling overwhelmed by a heavy workload. A negative thought might be, "I'm never going to get all of this done." This thought can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and even procrastination. To reframe this thought, you could start by acknowledging the truth in it. Yes, I have a lot to do, and it feels overwhelming right now. Then, reframe the thought to focus on what you can control. Instead of focusing on the enormity of the task, I'm going to break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of a situation, you can reduce stress, boost your mood, and increase your chances of success. By learning to reframe negative thoughts, you can gain control over your thinking and create a more positive and fulfilling life. Positive affirmations are short, powerful statements designed to challenge negative thoughts and instill positive beliefs. They are tools for rewiring our subconscious minds and cultivating a more optimistic and empowering inner dialogue. When repeated regularly and with conviction, positive affirmations can have a profound impact on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The key to using affirmations effectively is to choose statements that resonate with you personally and align with your goals. Instead of using vague or generic phrases, opt for specific and meaningful affirmations that address your unique challenges and aspirations. For example, if you struggle with self-doubt, you could use affirmations like, "I am capable and deserving of success," or "I believe in myself and my abilities." When you first start using affirmations, it's normal to feel some resistance or skepticism. However, the more consistently you repeat your affirmations, the more your subconscious mind will begin to accept them as true. The key is to make them a regular part of your daily routine, integrating them into your morning ritual, your commute, or your bedtime routine. Self-compassion is an essential ingredient for mental and emotional well-being. It involves treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that we would offer to a close friend or loved one. In moments of self-doubt, failure, or disappointment, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism. We may berate ourselves for our mistakes, dwell on our shortcomings, or compare ourselves unfavorably to others. This type of negative self-talk can be incredibly damaging to our self-esteem and overall well-being. Self-compassion offers an alternative approach. It encourages us to acknowledge our imperfections and embrace our shared humanity. Instead of judging ourselves harshly, self-compassion invites us to practice self-kindness. When we cultivate self-compassion, we create a safe and supportive inner space where we can acknowledge our pain, learn from our mistakes, and grow from our experiences. The journey towards healthier thinking is an ongoing process of self-discovery, self-reflection, and intentional effort. It's about developing a more mindful and compassionate relationship with our thoughts, recognizing that they don't always reflect reality, and learning to challenge and reframe negative thinking patterns. Remember that change takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your growth and well-being. Engage in activities that nourish your mind and soul, whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing creative endeavors, or connecting with loved ones. As you continue on this journey, you'll find that you're better equipped to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, clarity, and peace of mind. You'll develop a stronger sense of self-awareness, improve your relationships, and unlock your full potential. Ultimately, the power to change our thinking lies within each one of us. By embracing mindfulness, challenging our assumptions, and practicing self-compassion, we can break free from negative thought patterns and cultivate a more positive and empowering mindset. As we learn to master our minds, we unlock a world of possibilities and create a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment.